Early ties in the culture. Hit you with the agent. I need you as a vulture. Holy Ghost, get the usher. No, I can touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Slow down, falling out through the rubber. Remember, this is jungle. The top, I was young, it's in the middle. Gotta stay hunting. Why the rush love for nothing? Why the rush love for nothing? Why the rush love for nothing?
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chicago offense set to get started. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. For the first time with David Montgomery. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Flushed out right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Foles. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some room to roam now. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fielded just inside the 30. And a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
To throw again, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Daniel McCullers forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniel McCullers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the fours, look out. He can control the game with his running. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Shrugs him off. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
An NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's second down.
25-yard line.
To throw again, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Cairo Santos set to kickoff.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Green to bring it back. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Foles. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
David Montgomery.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Foles. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mike Pennell. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the counter, Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. A deep ball for Gurley. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Daniel McCullers able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Now Foles. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He
gets 7 and he also gets a first.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Komet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the second round because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Komet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them.
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks him. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
At the 3-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 now, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire